kept touching my jacket like an idiot. "Relax," Ethan said. "You're not proposing to the president." "I am proposing to the love of my life," I said. "Big difference." Mark laughed. "You've checked the ring like 5 times. "I just want to make sure it's still there," I said. Lucas leaned back in the booth. "Man, Claire's going to cry. Hope she does," I said. Happy tears. Ethan raised his glass. "To the guy who actually believes in forever?" I smiled at that. "I believe in her." "Same thing to you," Mark said. We talked about the plan again, even though they already knew it. Dinner reservation, candles, music Claire loved. Then I'd kneel. "Simple," Lucas said. "Clean, romantic." "That's her," I said. "She hates big crowds." Ethan nodded. "You've picked the right woman." "I know," I said without thinking. "She saved me." Mark looked at me. "From what?" "From being alone," I said. "From feeling like nothing mattered." Ethan smirked. "Careful. That's dangerous talk." I shrugged. "It's the truth." My phone buzzed. Claire's name lit up the screen. "She's texting." Mark asked. "Yeah," I said. "She's probably wondering where I am." I typed fast. "Running late? Surprise later." Lucas grinned. "Smooth." "She trusts me," I said. "That's because you're boring," Ethan said. "In a good way." I laughed. "I'll take that." We stood to leave. Ethan clapped my shoulder. "Tonight's your night." "I'll tell you how it goes," I said. Mark raised an eyebrow. "You sure you don't want backup?" "For a proposal?" I said. "No." Outside, the air was cold. I buttoned my jacket and felt the small box press against my chest. "Still there," I whispered. I walked alone after that. The city felt softer than usual, like it was rooting for me. Every step played memories in my head. "Do you remember our first Valentine's Day?" Claire had asked me once. "You mean when I burned dinner?" I had said, "You tried," she'd said. That mattered. I smiled at the memory. I imagined her face tonight, the way her voice got quiet when she was emotional. "I'd marry you anywhere," she once told me. "You don't mean that," I had said. "I do," she said. "As long as it's you?" My phone buzzed again. "Claire, are you with the guys?" "Me. Just left." "Claire. Okay, don't be late." I laughed. "Bossy," I said to myself. I stopped at a crosswalk. The light turned red. I waited, staring at my reflection in the glass. "You're ready?" I told myself. I thought about my friends. Years of trust, secrets, late nights. Ethan had once said, "We're brothers," Mark had said. "Nothing comes between us," Lucas had said, "if you're happy." "We're happy," I believed him. I crossed the street. The restaurant was only a few blocks away. My heart sped up with every step. I checked the ring again. "Okay," I whispered. "Okay." I imagined kneeling. I imagined her saying yes. I imagined the weight lifting off my chest. "You deserve this," I told myself. A couple passed me laughing. The girl held flowers. "Valentine's Day," the guy said. "Best night ever." I smiled at them. "Best night ever," I repeated. I reached my building and paused at the entrance. My reflection stared back, hopeful and stupid. "Nothing can go wrong," I said. I stepped inside, unaware that every word I believed was already breaking apart. I unlocked the door quietly. "Claire," I called. No answer. I stepped inside, confused. "Hey, I'm home early." Still nothing. I walked toward the bedroom, smiling like an idiot. I couldn't wait. The door was half open. I pushed it. Everything stopped. "Wait," Claire said. Ethan sat up in my bed. Mark laughed. "Oh, shit." Lucas froze near the window. My brain refused to work. I whispered, "What is this?" Claire grabbed the sheet. "I can explain." Ethan said nothing. I stared at him. "Get out of my bed," man, Mark said. "It's not shut up," I said. Claire reached for me. "You weren't supposed to come yet." I laughed once. "That's your defense?" Ethan finally spoke. "It just happened." I looked at him. "You're my best friend." He shrugged. "Feelings change." I felt something rip inside my chest. Lucas said we were drinking. Congratulations, I said. You ruined my life sober. Claire slid off the bed. Please listen. I backed away. Don't touch me. Her voice shook. I love you. Laughed again, louder this time. Say it slower. Ethan stood. You don't have to make this ugly. I pointed at him. You're naked in my house, Mark muttered. This went bad fast. When did it start? I asked. Claire whispered. A few months. Felt dizzy. Months? She cried. I was lonely. Pressed my hand to my chest. I was planning to marry you. Ethan's eyes flicked my jacket. What's that? He asked. I pulled the ring out. Claire gasped. You were going to propose? Yes, I said. Tonight? Or cursed. Fuck. Lucas looked at the floor. Man, Claire reached for the ring. I didn't know. Closed my fist. That makes it worse. She sobbed. Please don't leave. I stared at her. You already did. Ethan sighed. Let's talk like adults. Stepped closer. Adults don't do this. He smirked. People cheat. I punched him. He fell back, shocked. Mark shouted, Hey! Lucas grabbed my arm. Stop. I shook free. Get out. Claire screamed. Please. I pointed at the door. All of you, now. Ethan wiped his lip. You'll regret this. I laughed. I already do. They dressed fast. Mark said, We didn't mean to hurt you. We meant to hide it, I said. Lucas paused. We were your friends. I nodded. Were they left? The door closed? Silence screamed. Claire collapsed to the floor. I messed up, stood there shaking. Say something, she begged. I looked at her. How long did you lie? She cried harder. Every day. I slid the ring back into my pocket. It felt heavier than my heart. I trusted you, I said. She crawled toward me. I'll fix this. I shook my head. You can't, she whispered. I need you. I whispered back. You had me. I walked to the door. Claire screamed my name. I didn't turn around. My legs barely worked. The hallway felt endless. Outside. The air hit me hard. I bent over and gasped. This isn't real. I said. My phone buzzed. Ethan. We can talk. I deleted the message. Another buzz. Claire. Please come back. I blocked her. I pulled the ring out again. It looked stupid now. I laughed until it hurt. This was my forever. I said. I closed my hand tight. Something inside me shattered completely. I walked until my legs hurt. Don't come back. I told myself. My phone buzzed again. Please answer, Claire said in a voicemail. I deleted it. Another buzz followed. It wasn't planned. Ethan texted. I blocked him. I sat on the curb and stared at my hands. Why wasn't I enough? I whispered. No one answered at work the next day. Sarah watched me pour coffee. Wrong? You okay? She asked. I'm fine, I said. She tilted her head. You're lying. I don't want to talk, I said. Then don't, she replied. We sat there quietly. After a moment, she said, You look empty. That's accurate, I said. She nodded and let it be at lunch. My phone lit up again. Talk to me, Claire wrote. I typed. Erased, then typed again. What did I do wrong? I sent. She replied fast. Nothing. I laughed. That's worse. Sarah glanced over. Bad news? Life, I said. That night my apartment felt wrong. This was our place. I said aloud. The walls didn't argue. I dropped onto the couch. Just sleep. I told myself. Sleep didn't listen. I heard Claire's voice in my head. I love you, she had said. Then, Ethan's. It just happened, he said. I pressed my hands over my ears. Stop, I whispered. Morning came anyway. I stared at the ceiling. Who am I now? I asked. No answer came. At work, Sarah handed me a folder. You forgot this yesterday? She said. I forget a lot now, I replied. She hesitated. Did someone hurt you? I shrugged. Everyone. She sat across from me. Do you want advice? No, I said. I want quiet. She smiled gently. Fair? Days blurred together. I stopped checking messages. You can't erase people, I told myself, but I tried anyway. One night, Sarah called. I know you hate phones, she said. What do you want? I asked. To make sure you're alive. I am, I said. Barely, she replied. I laughed softly. True, she said. You don't have to explain. Thank you, I said after I hung up. The silence felt heavy. I trusted them, said to the room. The word tasted stupid. I remembered laughing with Ethan. I remembered Claire promising forever. All lies. I muttered. My chest hurt. But I wasn't angry. I was tired. I must have missed something, I said. I replayed every moment. Was I boring? I asked. Was I blind? I asked. The silence stayed cruel. Another message slipped through. I'm sorry, Claire wrote. I typed. I don't know who you are anymore. She didn't reply. I set the phone down. I feel hollow. I said. The mirror didn't disagree. The man staring back looked smaller. I don't recognize you. I told him. He said nothing. I lay down again. I'll survive, I said. Without believing it, the screaming was gone. Only the echo stayed. It followed me everywhere. In the shower, I said I trusted you. The sink. I said I loved you. Before bed, I said. I failed. Each word landed heavier. Sleep came in pieces. I woke up shaking. This is grief, I told myself. It didn't make it easier at work. Sarah watched me closely. You don't have to be strong, she said. I don't know how to be anything else, I replied. She nodded. That makes sense. Right. I looked at her. Why are you kind? She shrugged. Because you need it. I swallowed hard. I don't deserve it. She said firmly. Yes, you do. That almost broke me. I turned away and whispered, I feel erased. Sarah said quietly. Then we'll find you again. I didn't answer. I wasn't angry yet. I was empty, and emptiness hurt more than screams ever did. I woke up angry for the first time. Good, I told myself. At least I feel something. My phone sat face down. I'm not answering you, I said to it. It buzzed anyway. I said no, I muttered. I left it there at work. Sarah watched me stretch my shoulders. You look different, she said. Define different, I replied. Alive, she said. I snorted. Barely. She leaned against the desk. Angry? Yes, I said, and relieved. That's progress, she said. I don't want revenge, I said. She studied me. You sound like you're convincing yourself. I just want distance, I said. I want quiet. Sarah nodded. Quiet can be powerful. Later that day, my brother Daniel called. Answer, I told myself. I picked up. What? He didn't ease in. You look like hell. Nice to hear your voice too, I said. He sighed. Come over. I don't want to lecture, I said. You're getting food, he said. And perspective. I went. Daniel opened the door and hugged me hard. Still breathing, said. Depends on the moment, I replied. He handed me a beer. Talk. They betrayed me, I said. I know, he said. I heard. I feel stupid, I said. He shook his head. You trusted. That's not stupidity. Feels like it, I said. Daniel sat across from me. You're choosing pain right now. I frowned. I didn't choose this. You're choosing to stay inside it, he said. I clenched my jaw. What's the other option? Stand up, he said. Or drown. I stared at the floor. I don't know how. You stop begging for answers, he said. You stop reopening wounds. I didn't beg, I said. You replay everything, he replied. That's begging. I looked away. Daniel said you were strong before her. I was lonely, I said. You were independent, he corrected. I laughed bitterly. Same thing. No, he said. Lonely waits. Independent moves. I drank in silence. So what, I said. I just walk away. Yes, he said. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just forward. I rubbed my face. I don't forgive them. Good, he said. Forgiveness isn't required. That's allowed? I asked. He smiled slightly. You're allowed to protect yourself. When I left, my phone buzzed again. Claire, please talk to me. I deleted the message. Ethan should clear the air. I blocked him. That felt good, I said. At home. I sat on the edge of the bed. I'm choosing breath, I whispered. The next morning, I ran. My lungs burned. Keep going, I told myself. Pain felt cleaner than regret. At work, Sarah noticed my shoes. You running now? She asked. Trying not to rot, I said. She smiled. Want company? Sure, I said. We ran after work, slow and quiet. You don't ask questions? I said. I ask when people want answers, she replied. I nodded. Thank you. At night I slept deeper. Not well, but deeper. Days passed. Apologies came and went unanswered. I don't know closure, I reminded myself. Daniel checked in, still standing. He asked, Yes, I said. Good, he replied. One evening, I caught my reflection again. You're still here. I told him. He looked steadier. I didn't forgive, I said. I didn't forget, I said. But I moved. My phone buzzed once more. Unknown number. I'm sorry. A message read. I deleted it without reading twice. That chapter is closed, I said. Sarah texted. Dinner? I replied. Yes, over food, she said. You seem lighter. I stopped bleeding on people who didn't care, I said. She nodded. That'll do it. Walk him home. I felt something shift. Not happiness. Control. I choose myself. The city didn't applaud. It didn't need to. I wasn't chasing karma. I was building distance. I didn't know it yet. But something had already started unraveling. And for the first time, I wasn't looking back. I didn't look for updates. They find you anyway, I said. Sarah glanced at me. Updates about what? People who don't matter, I replied. She nodded. Fair. The first crack came from Mark. He called from an unknown number. I won't answer, I told myself. I answered anyway. What? His voice sounded thin. We need to talk. No, I said. Ethan screwed everything, he said quickly. I laughed. You were there. He lied to us, Mark said. So did you, I replied. Silence stretched. He lost his job, Mark said. Why are you telling me? I asked because it's falling apart, he said. I hung up. That wasn't satisfying. I said aloud. My phone buzzed again. Lucas texted. We should clear things up. I typed, deleted, then typed again. There's nothing to clear, he replied. You don't know everything, I wrote back. I know enough. I blocked him. At work, Sarah watched me carefully. You okay? She asked. I'm watching lies rot, I said. She raised an eyebrow. That sounds poetic. It's gross, I replied. That evening, Daniel called. Your friends are imploding, he said. I'm not surprised, I replied. Ethan got fired, Daniel added. HR found messages. Closed my eyes. So it's real? It's real, he said. Does that make me feel better? I asked. No, Daniel said. But it makes you sane. I sat quietly. Claire called Mom, Daniel said. I stiffened. Why? She's desperate, he said. She lost people. I scoffed. She lost them herself. Daniel paused. She's losing Emily too. The name caught me off guard. Emily, I asked. She's done covering, he said. The next day, Emily messaged me. I stared at the screen. I don't want details, told myself. I opened it anyway, Emily. I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner, I replied. What do you want? She answered. To stop lying? We met for coffee. She wouldn't look at me. I hated it, she said. Watching you trust her, then why stay quiet? I asked. I was afraid, she said. And selfish. I nodded. That tracks. Ethan manipulated a lot of things. I don't care, I said. She swallowed. Claire wasn't innocent. I know. I said. Emily whispered. She blamed you. I laughed. Of course she did. She said you were distant, Emily continued. I was working, I replied. She said you'd forgive her. Emily said. I didn't, I said. Emily finally looked up. You're calmer than I expected. I already broke, I said. This is after... She nodded. Mark and Lucas are fighting about me. I asked. About money, she said. And blame. I stood. I don't need more. Emily rushed her words. I just needed you to know. Know what? I asked that you weren't crazy, she said. I exhaled slowly. Thank you, she said softly. I'm sorry. I left before she could say more. Outside, I leaned against the wall. So that's how it falls, I said, at dinner. Sarah watched me eat. You're quiet, she said. I saw proof, I replied. Proof of what? She asked. That I wasn't weak, I said. She smiled gently. I never thought you were. I did, I admitted. My phone buzzed again. Claire, people are leaving me. I stared at the message. I typed. That happens, she replied instantly. Please don't hate me. I deleted the conversation. I don't hate you, I said to the phone. I just see you. Later, Daniel texted. Mark moved out. Lucas quit his job, I replied. I hope they figure it out, Daniel answered. You're detached, I typed. I'm done bleeding that night. I sat alone. I didn't plan. This, I said. The truth settled heavy, but clean. I didn't touch their lives. I said they collapsed on their own. There was no joy in it, only confirmation. I wasn't imagining things. I wasn't dramatic. I wasn't insecure. I was lied to, and lies don't explode. They rot, slowly, loudly, where everyone can smell. Then I turned off my phone. That chapter ends here, I said. The silence. I stopped checking who was watching. Me, that's new, I told myself. At work, my manager said, You've been sharp lately. I'm focused, I replied. He nodded. Keep it up. Sarah noticed too. You don't flinch anymore, she said. I got tired, I replied. Tired of what? She asked. Caring loudly, I said. She smiled. Silence suits you. We started eating lunch together. Not flirting, not fixing, just honest. You ever think about revenge? She asked one day. No, I said. It sounds exhausting. She laughed softly. Good answer. After work, we trained at the gym. You're pushing harder, she said. I like knowing I can, I replied. She wiped sweat from her forehead. That's control. One evening, Daniel called. You sound steady, he said. I feel steady, I replied. That's dangerous, he joked. People might think you healed. I didn't heal, I said. I adapted, he paused. That's stronger. A week later, Claire found me. I saw her before she spoke. She said my name like it hurt. Can we talk? She asked. I looked at my watch. 5 minutes. Her eyes filled. You're cold. I'm calm, I replied. She stepped closer. I miss you. I didn't answer. That silence, she said. It's cruel. I'm not trying to hurt you, I said. I'm protecting myself. She shook her head. I'm losing everything. I nodded. That happens. Her voice broke. Say something. I met her eyes. What do you want me to say? That you care, she whispered. I thought about it. I did, I said. Past tense. She flinched. You don't yell, she said. You don't blame me? I don't need to, I replied. She cried harder. Please react. I stayed quiet. That seemed to hurt her most. Are you seeing someone? She asked. No, I said. She exhaled sharply. Then why won't you fight? Because I already won, I replied. She stared at me. Won what? My life back, I said. She wiped her face. I would do anything. I know, I replied. Isn't that enough? She asked. No, I said. It's late. She whispered, I hate this version of you. I nodded. I love him. She stood there shaking. I don't recognize you, she said. That makes two of us, I replied. She turned away slowly. I watched her leave without relief, only space. Later, Sarah asked, "You okay?" I handled it, I said. She studied my face. You didn't chase? No, I said. She smiled. Good. We sat on the couch, shoes kicked off. Do you ever feel lonely? She asked. Yes, I said. But not desperate, she asked. Never again, I replied. She leaned back. That's growth. I laughed quietly. Don't make it a slogan. That night, my phone stayed silent. I liked that. I don't need noise, I said. The mirror reflected someone unfamiliar, stronger. I said. I ran the next morning. Each step felt deliberate. Control isn't loud. I told myself. At work, someone mentioned Claire. I said nothing. That felt powerful. Daniel texted. She came by the house, I replied. I hope she's okay, he answered. You didn't ask details, I typed. I don't need them. Sarah noticed my calm. You're different, she said again. I stopped begging, I replied. For what? She asked. For answers, I said. For apologies. She nodded slowly. Silence is loud when someone expects noise.
Ow.
I smiled. Exactly. That evening, I turned my phone off, not out of fear, out of choice. I'm done proving anything. I sat with my thoughts. They didn't scream anymore. They waited. I realized something then. Power wasn't confrontation. It wasn't revenge. It wasn't winning arguments. Power was restraint. Power was walking away without turning back. Power was silence, and for the first time it felt like mine. I didn't expect the apologies to line up. They never do, told myself. Ethan came first. He showed up outside my building like he still belonged there. I just want 5 minutes, said. I crossed my arms. You have 3? He nodded quickly. I'm sorry. I waited. He swallowed. I was drunk. That's not an apology, I said. He rubbed his face. I ruined everything. For me, I said. He flinched. For everyone. It's still about you, I replied. He sighed. I hate myself. I'm not here to comfort you, I said. He looked desperate. I lost my job, I heard I said. He leaned closer. Can you forgive me? I thought about it. No, I said. His mouth fell open. You didn't even think. I did, I replied. For months, he clenched his fists. We were brothers. He broke that, I said. He whispered, I need this. I shook my head. I don't owe you peace. He stared at me. So that's it? Yes, I said. He stood there a moment longer. I'm sorry, he said again. I believe you, I replied. It changes nothing. He left without another word. I felt nothing. That surprised me. Claire came next. She didn't ambush me, she asked. Can we talk? She said softly. I nodded once. Here, her eyes filled immediately. I cry all the time now. I'm not surprised, I said. She stepped closer. I hate who I became. So do I replied. She whispered, I never meant to hurt you. You did, I said. She nodded frantically. I know. She reached for my hand. I stepped back. That hurts, she said. I know, I replied. She wiped her face. I blamed alcohol too. It's popular, I said. She let out a broken laugh. I was weak. Yes, I said. She looked up sharply. You don't soften anything. I don't need to, I replied. She cried harder. I miss us. I miss who I was, I said. She whispered. I would do anything. You already did, I replied. She fell silent. Say you forgive me, she begged. I breathed slowly. I'm not angry, I said. She looked hopeful. Then, but I don't forgive you, I finished. Her shoulders collapsed. Why? Because forgiveness isn't a gift, I said. It's a choice. She nodded weakly. And you won't choose it, no, I said. I choose myself. She whispered I loved you. No, I replied. You still hurt me? She asked. Is there nothing left? I looked at her carefully. There's closure, I said. That's all. She wiped her tears. I'll regret this forever. It's yours to carry, I replied. She stood there shaking. I hope you're happy, she said. I shook my head. I'm peaceful. She looked confused. That's worse, she said. For you, I replied. She turned to leave, then stopped. You survived without me, she said quietly. Yes, I said. She nodded once. Then she was gone. I closed the door. The sound felt final. I leaned against it and exhaled. No yelling, I said. No begging. No anger burned in my chest, only calm. Later, Daniel called. You okay? He asked. I'm done, I said. With what? He asked. With waiting for apologies to fix things, I replied. He hummed. That's growth. Sarah texted. You free tonight? I replied. Yeah. Over dinner, she studied me. You look lighter, she said. I closed a door, I replied. She smiled. Good. Forgiveness didn't happen, I said. She shrugged. Self-respect did. I nodded, walking home. I felt steady. They said sorry. I told myself. It didn't heal me. But it didn't hurt either. I didn't shout. I didn't smile. I didn't need to. I chose peace. And that felt like enough. I woke up before my alarm. Valentine's Day. I said the word didn't hurt. That's new, I added. Sarah texted first. Coffee before work? I replied yes. At the cafe? She smiled. You're calm. I slept, I said. That's huge, she replied. I laughed. Low standards. She stirred her drink. Does today bother you? No, I said. It feels ordinary. She nodded. Ordinary is underrated. At work, someone handed out candy. Happy Valentines, they said. Thanks, I replied. I meant it. During lunch, Sarah asked, Any plans tonight? Jim, I said. Then dinner? Alone? She asked. Peacefully, I replied. She smiled. Good answer. After work, we walked outside together. You ever think about that night? She asked. Yes, I said. But it doesn't own today. She bumped my shoulder. I like this version of you. I do too, I replied. At the gym, my phone buzzed. Unknown number? I ignored it. Stay present, I told myself later. I stopped by the grocery store. Flowers were everywhere. Still not my thing. I said, I reached for pasta instead. That's when I saw her. Claire stood near the checkout. She looked thinner, quieter. She noticed me and froze. Hey, she said hi. I replied. Her eyes flicked to my bag. You're shopping. Yes, I said. She nodded awkwardly. I didn't expect to see you. I didn't either, I said. Silence stretched. You look good, she said. So do you, I replied, politely. She swallowed. I think about you today, figured, I said. She glanced around. Are you with someone? Yes, I said. Her shoulders fell. Oh, she's a friend, I added. And she's kind. Claire nodded slowly. You deserve that. I waited for something to stir. Nothing did. I hope you're okay, she said. I am, I replied. She hesitated. I'm not. I know, I said. She laughed sadly. You always did. Stood there. Two people with history and no future. I should go, she said. Take care, I replied. She paused. I'm glad you're happy. I'm free, I corrected. She nodded once. Then she walked away. I didn't watch her go. Outside, Sarah waited near her car. You okay? She asked. I ran into the past, I said. And? She asked. I left it there, I replied. She smiled. That's closure. We drove separately at dinner. My phone stayed silent. I liked that. I cooked slowly. This feels right, said. Later, Sarah texted. Made it home? I replied, yes, thank you for today, she wrote back. Always. I sat on the couch and exhaled. No ghosts, no anger, no sadness, just quiet. I remembered the man I was last year. I don't recognize you, I told the memory, and I was grateful. The night passed gently. No fireworks, no revenge, no dramatic justice, just space. Before bed, I checked my phone once. Still nothing. Good, I said. I turned off the light, in the dark. I thought about karma. It doesn't scream. I whispered, it waits. I slept without dreams. The next morning felt light. I stretched and smiled. Valentine's Day didn't win. I said, I brewed coffee and stood by the window. Life. Moved outside cars. People. Normal. I checked my messages. One from Sarah. Breakfast. I replied, yes. As I locked the door, I caught my reflection. You made it. I said, I wasn't rewarded with apologies. I wasn't rewarded with regret. I wasn't rewarded at all. I was released. And for the first time, it felt like everything. I stood in front of the mirror longer than usual. You look different. I said, not better, not worse, just different. Sarah knocked from the hallway. You ready? Yeah, I replied. Give me a second. She leaned against the doorframe. Big day. Just a normal one, I said. She smiled. Those are my favorite now. We walked outside together. The air felt clean. You ever think about who you were? She asked. All the time, I said. And she asked, I don't miss him, I replied. She nodded. That says a lot. At work? Daniel called. You still standing? He asked. Stronger, I said. He laughed. Good mom worries less. I'm fine, I said. I know, he replied. That's why I called. Later I met him for lunch. He studied me across the table. You don't look haunted anymore, he said. I stopped visiting ghosts, I replied. He raised his glass. To surviving. To surviving, I echoed. He leaned back. You angry at them still? No, I said. Anger takes energy. Forgiven them? He asked. No, I said again. He smiled. You found the middle. I found myself, I corrected. After lunch, my phone buzzed. Unknown number, I answered this time. It's Mark. The voice said quietly. I closed my eyes. What do you want? I just wanted to say I see it now, he said. See what? I asked. That we destroyed something good, he said. I nodded, even though he couldn't see me. I know. I said, I don't expect anything, he added. Good, I replied. He hesitated. You doing okay? Yes, I said. He exhaled. I'm glad. Take care, I said. You too, he replied. I hung up and felt nothing sharp. That's progress, I told myself. That evening, Sarah and I sat on the balcony. You're quiet, she said. I'm reflective, I replied. She smiled. Dangerous. I laughed. Probably. She looked at me seriously. You know you changed, right? I had to, I said. Not everyone does, she replied. I leaned back. I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice, she said. You chose growth. I thought about that. I chose not to stay broken, I said. She nodded. That matters. We watched the city lights flicker on. Do you regret trusting them? She asked. No, I said. She turned to me. Really? Trusting them showed me who I am, I said, and who they aren't. She smiled softly. That's wisdom. Before bed, I checked my phone one last time. No messages. I set it down. I like this silence. I said, the mirror caught my reflection again. You lost people. I told him. He didn't flinch. You lost a future you planned. I continued. Still steady, but you gained a backbone. I said. He nodded back at me. The next morning, I ran. My breath stayed even. Look at you, I said. At the cafe, Sarah joined me. Coffee? She asked. Yes, I said. She handed me a cup. What are you thinking? I survived, I said. That's it? She asked. That's everything, I replied. She raised her cup. To the man you became. I clinked mine against hers. Later, Daniel texted. Proud of you, I replied. Me too. Walking home, I passed couples laughing flowers, hands intertwined. It didn't sting. I don't need that to be whole. I said. I stopped at a crosswalk. The light turned red. I waited patiently. No rushing, no fear. When it turned green, I stepped forward. I didn't win love back. I said, I won myself. The past stayed behind me. Not buried. Not erased. Just placed where it belonged. I unlocked my door and stepped inside. The space felt mine finally. I dropped my keys and exhaled. I'm done surviving. I said, I'm living now. There was no applause, no dramatic ending. Just calm, just acceptance, just me. And that was enough.